So that fresh wood that I picked up off the road on the way home after picking up the loader at my son's place, I cut up a bit of it and split some of it. And basically water running out of it underneath the bark. So that wood, within 2 hours, or less, turned into that. Burned just great. Free heat. Oh dear. Anyway, we're going to get on to something else here, maybe with the loader. So we'll see how that goes. It's still not very nice outside yet. So hang on to your shorts. We'll see what happens. Well, good day, viewers, and here we are again at Noel's Garden Tractors and Firewood. And we see blue sky here today. But it's not that warm. It's kind of a breeze and all that kind of stuff. So the wood that you saw in the first clip is, some of it has already been burnt and some of it is still in the pile over there. And we do have a little fire going here today. And I just opened the door to take the loader tractor out, so yeah, what are we at here? Yeah, we're at 12 degrees today so far. We might get to 13. And look at that. Friday rain, Saturday showers maybe, Sunday showers, Monday showers maybe. Then look at the temperatures there. Finally going to get some, maybe get some warm weather at the end of May. Yeah, 20 and 22 degrees with sun and clouds. So, of course, that can all change. That's a week away almost. So I have seen frost in the 3rd week of June. Heavy frost. And I can remember when I used to grow potatoes. My potatoes were up through the ground. And I had a lot of potatoes, so you couldn't go cover them. But it didn't make any difference. So they were up through the ground, at least probably anywhere from 4 to 6 inches up. So after the heavy frost, I went and had a look at them. All the leaves were black. Just like that, eh? Anyway, I left them. And I'm telling you, them potatoes, they're a rough old plant, them things. Them things grew and produced potatoes with no problem at all. Anyway, what are we up here today now? Up to today. I'm kind of wore out and I've never even done anything yet. I'm still kind of on the cleanup thing here a bit. So I kind of got myself going here and then I forgot to get the camera going. So my plan was, I cleaned off the top of that. I might have said that before. And on another video. And I'm planning to put that on top of it with the open side down. So in order to get in there, I got to get that pallet there, which I'm hooked up to already. And then I'm going to try and lift this with the loader and put it on top of there. Now, I know the loader's going to have no trouble lifting that. Yeah, so, and then that's going to give me access to this stuff here. And I got rid of a bunch of stuff yesterday, so I'm going to concentrate on that pile for now. There is some wood in there that I am going to saw up and burn. I'm going to saw up those pieces that are there, and those are going to go in on top of the wood stack in the garage. Alright, we're going to see what happens here. Pick that pallet up out of there if I can. That way I can drive in there. Alright, so we're going to see now if we can get this hooked up to the tractor, and now I have a clear runway into there. Well, there now, just as slick as that. Now, that's great. That's up out of the way. Now I can get at the snow blower, snow thrower, and the driving equipment there. And we're moving right along like a herd of turtles here. Yeah. And I got to put that pallet back in. And now that I have it out of there, I'm kind of wondering if I need it in there anymore, or what I'm going to do with it. So I had her kind of tied up tight to the loader because I wasn't sure how high I could lift and still get it on there, but it's obviously had lots of lift at the end there. I took it right up, so I could have just had it hung loose, I suppose, and then I still would have had lots of lift to get it on there. Well, that thing sure goes up a long way. That is for sure. All right, we're gonna cut this off at that for now, and we'll see if there's any more fun things that I'm gonna do. And away we go. Anyway, on she goes. There she is. Yeah, that's great. Another thing out of the way. All right, so I guess that's going to be it for today. I do have some other little things to do, but I think that's going to be good for now. I'm going to pick up that drive system for the snowblower there, get it on there, and tie everything down, and then That's going to be it for now, I guess. So I'm rambling, and you know what rambling does? It makes the video long. Anyway, we got that fixed up too. Tip that up and kind of straighten the board out a little bit underneath it. I'll get at that now next week. The rain from Spain falls mainly on Prince Edward Island. That's the way it goes. So, probably another week's time before I get at that. Alright, so loader's got 8 hours on it now since it came into working. So she's been some handy, holy cats. We have the poor man's power steering kit ordered for it. We do have 3 or 4 of them at my son's garage, but they're for 3/4 inch spindles. This tractor has inch, so we had to order a set for it. That might help it a little bit, but anyway, all right. So I'm still rambling and going on foolish. So that's going to be it for now. We'll get back to you again some other time. Have a great day wherever you're at and whatever you're doing.